Question 4 sizobe sikhuluma ngama functions la. Our question 4 bathi below are the graphs of f, which is a parabola, and then g, which is a hyperbolic function. So in this question 4 siyobe sikhuluma nge-parabola as well as a hyperbolic function. In the description below uzothola ama-links for other recordings engwayenzile for the question paper ka November 2019. Now bese babuya bathi f has a turning point at c. Now C, it's the turning point and passes through the x-axis at 1 and 0. So f, we are given it seen a turning point, but the coordinates we don't have, and then seen a x-intercept a1, right? Seen a x-intercept a1, 1 and 0. The other x-intercept was pangayon, and then we have d is the y-intercept of both f and g. So f no g, they share a y-intercept at d. The graphs of f and g also intersect each other at e. Where's that? Lagu e and j as well. And then the vertical asymptote of g passes through the x-intercept of f. So there's a lot of things coexisting between the graphs way too. There's a x-intercept, ashara point of intersection points, right? An A3, yeah, that's 3. And then the vertical asymptote yaga g, the hyperbolic function, passes through the x-intercept of ubani of g. So there's a lot of things happening la. But if that's the case, that's more information, and yenza ukuthi life ibe much more easier. Yenza ukuthi the questions abakubuza wona ukuthi wasolve much more easier that way. 4.1 but write down the value of p. The value of p is in fact the vertical asymptote of the hyperbola yakho. The p now la associates with x plus p, now equator to 0, then you solve for x, it's minus p, then it gives you ubani, it gives you the vertical asymptote. Yes, it gives you the vertical asymptote. Now vertical asymptote yakho ipasa through bani 1, so it means p wakho is in fact equal to minus 1, and so x is equal to it's equal to 1, not minus 1. It's equal to 1. Nangabuletha lo 1 back to the left hand side, you're about minus 1. So this is your denominator. So it means p is equal to negative 1. So the negative 1 uvela kanjalo. 4.2 show that a is equal to a is equal to 3 and b is equal to 2. As you want to go f, we don't have a value of b, and then go a we don't have, go g we don't have a value of a, but to p sengnayo manje. Now but in combis go to a is equal to 3 and then b is equal to 2. Asitale ngo a, g of x equal to a over x minus 1. P is equal to minus 1. Now ngizodinga a point engizoyisubstitute la ku g of x or y, g of x or y, and then substitute na la kubani ku x, then we can calculate a. Now it means I need a point a corner la kubani ku g. This is g, it's the hyperbolic function. Guess what again? The coordinates of d ngawa calculator wona kuba 0 and negative 3 from f. Angisho f no g, they share a y-intercept ubani point d. So therefore the coordinate ka d ngingayicalculator, which is the coordinate esoyisebenzisa for finding value kabani ka a. So let's take coordinate d and substitute again. Okay, then we substitute lana. It's minus 3, and some coordinates are d 0 and negative 3, so y is negative 3, x is 0. 0 minus 1 is negative 1, and a divided by negative 1 is equal to negative a. Divide both sides by minus 1. Ngithola ukuthi a is equal to 3. Now a sesimkhombile ukuthi is equal to 3. Let's calculate b ke manje. Siya ku f of x. So for f of x again for f of x ngizodinga a point engizolisebenzisa for finding i-value ka b. For finding i-value ka b, but we cannot use coordinate bani d. The coordinate d angeke khona ukuyisebenzisa ngoba already I used the equation to find a coordinate laka d. So we have to use another coordinate ekhona la ku f, right? Ekhona la ku f esingayisebenzisa for finding i-value ka b. So it's this one, 1 and 0. So substitute 1 and 0. Y 0 1. It's x is equal to 1, so it's 1 squared. It's 1 plus 1 times b, it's b minus 3. So lana it's going to be 0 equal to 1 plus b minus 3. What is 1 subtract 3? It's negative 2. So negative 2 plus b, you transpose all 2 to the right hand side, you figure level positive 2. So therefore b is equal to 2. Says prove it to a is equal to 3, and then b is equal to 2. So 4.3, calculate the coordinates of c. My coordinates got c, it's the turning point. Yebo, it's the turning point. My coordinates got c are the turning point of of f. Now f is the parabolic function, this one. It's x squared plus 2x minus 3. B says him calculate here. B is equal to 2, and then lana it's 2x again, right? Now a turning point, there's two ways of we calculate in a parabola, especially like a grade 12. So I'm assuming good so yenzili calculus again, right? Ungathatha the first derivative equate to 0, solve for x, substitute to x back to the original equation, then boom, so itholile ke ilo kanje i-turning point yakho. Or ungayenza the grade 11 style by finding x coordinate of your turning point icala using this formula. So there's two ways. Ungasebenzisa this method yaka grade 11, method 1. Method 2, it's using a calculus by finding any derivative. Now we substitute together. Equal to minus 2 over 2 times 1. B u 2, a 1. So minus 2 divided by 2 times 1, it's minus 2 over 2 is equal to minus 1. Then siyabuya ke substitute back to the original equation. We do this. Substitute x lana into the original equation. So minus 1 squared, it's 1 plus 2 times minus 1, so it's plus 1. Negative 1 squared, it's plus 1. Minus 2 minus 3. Minus 2 minus 3, it's minus 5 plus 1, that's minus 4. So y is equal to minus 4. Minus 4. So the coordinates for c is minus 1 and minus 4. Alright, 4.4. 4.4, calculate the range. Oh, write down the range of f. The range of f. Okay. So for now the range now. Okay, la ku 4.3 bas calculate say I turning point ngamabomu. So the turning point lana ubani? Negative 1, negative 4. Yes. The range, it's all the valid y values. It's all the valid y values on your graph. So I graph here to iqala kuphi la ku c, and then ERP, it continues up all the way up to infinity. So I range here to kuzoba y element of minus 4 uma ngabe ufuna range uchecka your y axis. So igraph yami iqala from -4 going all the way up to positive infinity. So the range is y element of -4 included. -4, it's part of the graph, all the way up to positive infinity. Infinity is not a number, that's why I see exclude. So this is your range, 4.5. Determine the equation of the line through C. Determine the equation of the line through C. Okay. Alright. Nyak erase look. Access useful. It's no longer useful to us. Now 4.5. Determine the equation of the line through C that makes an angle of 45 degrees with the positive axis. Bachaza ukuthi there's a line which passes through C and makes an angle of 45 degrees with the positive axis. So what is calculated at the equation in the form y equal to mx plus c. That's the equation of a straight line. So okay, Lana, in order to calculate an equation for a straight line, you need a gradient and a point. Yes? A gradient and a point. This is the angle of inclination for the line. Now, the angle of inclination is nigeza in a gradient. So the gradient is equal to tan 45 degrees, which is equal to 1. Yabo. Aha. Yes. So the gradient for this line which passes through C is equal to 1. Then sizalage manje. Y minus y1 is equal to m in bracket x minus x1. We use this equation for finding the equation of the straight line. As a substitute take manje la. So since the point, the straight line passes through bani C, this is a substitutor C in this case. So y -4, x negative bani 1. Then we simplify lama brackets in total +4, total +1, and then the gradient ka 1 and multiply the bracket in total x plus 1. Then I transpose u4 to the right hand side. You figure ngalevo -4. So answer yami kuzoba y equal to x minus 3, since 1 minus 4 is equal to -3. So this is the equation of our straight line. Now lagu 4.6, but is the straight line determined in question 4.5 a tangent to f? Explain your answer. Okay, interesting one. This is a interesting one. Okay, yini tangent kahle kahle. We all know what the tangent, it's that line a toucher a curve at only one point. At only one point. This is a tangent. Ngoba I toucher the curve at only one point. This line a passer through C, it's actually not a tangent. Why ngisho njalo ke? So answer it to lights, definitely. It's a definite no. It's a definite no la. Asiphendule la. No. It's a definite no. Why? But it's explain the answer here too. Pega the equation la. What's the y-intercept of y equal to x minus 3? The y-intercept is -3. So I wanna guti this line in question, lagu 4.5, the one above, this one a phezulu, ipasa through C as well as point bani, point D. And we know with the tangent must only touch one point of the curve, right? le line elingaphansi it's a tangent, but the one ku 4.5 it's not a tangent ngoba ithatha u-f kayi-2 la ku-c nakubani naku-d. How do I know ukuthi idlula ku-d? It's because of the straight line has a y-intercept efana no f no as well as nobani no g. So it touches the curve kayi-2. It's because singathini, maybe the line also passes through D, right? Also passes through D because because it has the same y-intercept as function f, something like that. Something like that. Now with 4.7, the last question. For this one, erase lana ke. So eraser, then we do 4.7, the last question. Okay, 4.7. But the function h of x is equal to f of m minus x plus q has only one x-intercept at x equal to 0. Determine the values of m and q. So lana kube nama transformations ayenzekile. The first one nayi m, the m value iqale affecta the x values la ku function f, and then saba nenye i-transformation la ubani u plus q, right? Saba nenye transformation u plus q la, right? So in other words, kahle kahle la, the h is derived from function bani f. So we have to understand uloganji h is a translation a transformation eyenzekile from kubani ku function f. So asenze so ke. How about we look at uloganji function f. And by the way, here's an important point futhi la. The x-intercept the function h has only one x-intercept at x equal to 0. Chaza ukuthi function yethu is somewhere la kuphi, it's somewhere here, and it passes through the origin ngoba the only place where the x-intercept is at x equal to 0 is at the origin. So we need to understand ukuthi igraph yethu ka f isuke kanjani from this function f yaze yafika to the right function at a passer through the origin function h. This is h, this is function h, right? This is function h. Now asibheke u-f kuqala before sizokhuluma ngo-h. Nangu f of x, okay, this is f of x. F of x we transformule to this f of m minus bani x, right? But in order to have more clarity la, we have to make x wethu positive. So ngizomenza njani x abe positive, kwamele apply sign change rule la. So this is equal to taking out 2 minus 1 as a factor, common factor, so that we apply sign change rule. U-x ubanjani uba positive, and then uloganji u-m yobanjani yoba negative, right? Remember, keep in mind f was once f of x, was once f of x, but now seka change it to this, seka change it to f of minus in bracket x minus bani m, yes, m. And now uthatha ukubheka the turning point c isuke from la yeza kuphi la ku origin c, right? So chaza ukuthi move a point to the right and then ya move amanye ama points all the way up, all the way up. So it means that, okay, in fact 3 transformations are happening la. Kube ne reflection, in fact, right? Kube ne reflection. This negative sign is tell ukuthi the function f was reflected about y-axis, and then the minus m is tshela ukuthi this function f after reflection bayishiftele to the right. Bayishiftele, wait konje right, it's negative. Interesting. Okay, bheka la. Okay, the minus simply says reflected about the y-axis, and then the minus m nabaqeda ukuyi-reflect, i-reflection izoba so, this is the reflection of ubani, of u ngeke ibe njalo, ngeke. This izoba ngapha, so izoba something like this. Yeah, something like this. So this is the reflection. So point C uzobala, right? Point C, and then it means komele ngishiftele to the left. Remember my coordinates ka C uban -1 -4. So reflection about the y-axis, point C uzoba so about +1 and -4, right? So the point C we shiftela to the left by 1 unit. So it means that m uzoba equal to -1. I'm shifting it 1 unit to the left. 1 unit to the left. Remember, the C and this C are a turning point afanayo, right? So this turning point, this turning point, this turning point, ngathi nama turning points now, angisho. So lo C lo kwamele asuke eze kuphi lapha. So by subtracting u1, right? So lo m usubtract ubani u-x, so I need to subtract lo x by 1 so that abe ubani, abe u0. Yes, abe u0. So it's +1 -4 la. And then ungamkhohlwa lo q lo, right? Ungamkhohlwa lo q. So f of minus x minus m plus q, all this is equal to h of x. Now we have to take into consideration ubani uq. Q graph yami ngishiftile from la yeza kuphi, yeza la by 1 unit to the left, and then so that the turning point yoba ubani la, so yoba 0 and -4. So I need to take it up until izifike la ku origin. In order to do that komele ngishifte le graph yami 4 units up. So it means that ngiyoyishiftela phezulu by 4 units. So q is going to be equal to +4 ngoba I'm shifting. So by adding the q la, it simply says I have to shift the graph up or down, but I'm shifting it up ngoba the function ka h must have only one x-intercept at x equal to 0. So I need to add instead of subtracting. So you shiftela up by 4 units. So q uzoba equal to 4, and then m abe equal to -1. This is logical reasoning, right? It's logical reasoning. I just wish if there was an algebraical method for this one. I believe there is. Yes, I calculator, but la ngisebenzise logic for finding a solution la go 4.7. I hope uthole some value out of this recording. Ungakhohlwa ukulike, ungakhohlwa ukusubscribe, ungakhohlwa ukushare nabangani bakho as well. Let us have a conversation in the comment section of this video. If ever unama questions, in the description box uzothola ama links for other recordings for this question paper. For now guys, asibonane on the next one. Bye bye.